Hi everyone, I'm your host, owner, and creator of The Mix. Welcome to my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey you guys, as you see right here on this screen, and I'm going to go through a small slideshow for you guys. But first, before I get into that, I need for you all to like, share, subscribe this video, like, share, subscribe. I'm going to dive right into this audio and then I'm going to come back with my opinion and commentary. This is where it all began. You see the guy on the screen. I'm not talking about R. Kelly. I'm not talking about Mr. Kelly, the GOAT of R&B. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about Michael Avenatti, the one who's in prison, where it all began. So listen to this clip. Let me jog you guys' memories. Let's go back down memory lane, where I believe it all began, and it was just a ricochet effect afterwards. And I'm still wondering, where did Michael Avenatti come from? He was the front runner for the Democratic Party, 4 or 5 years ago. So where did he come from? Where? He was everywhere. I call him an ambulance chaser. He wasn't a real attorney to me. On paper, yes. But far as ethically, integrity-wise, absolutely not. Check his records. Let me play this clip. This audio from NBC News. This was about 4 to 5 years ago. Here you go.
But dedicated and professional. She gave me...
One moment. Started from the beginning. This is where it all began.
Good afternoon. Let me start by thanking State Attorney Kim Fox and her exceptional staff for their dedication and professionalism that they have exhibited while working with me and my clients over the last few weeks. The city of Chicago and Cook County are very fortunate to have Kim Fox and her professional staff at the helm of this criminal prosecution, and I am highly confident, extremely confident, that at the end of this journey, R. Kelly will be convicted on multiple counts. Ms. Fox, from the very first moment that I approached her in connection with the information that we had
Approach. You hear?
uncovered,
Approach,
has
you
been nothing
guys.
but
Whew.
dedicated
Approach.
and professional. She gave me her personal...
Okay, I'm going to stop it right there. I'm not going to play too much due to possible copyright issues, but you get the point. You see the point. What I'm going to do, you guys, I'm going to do a complete deep dive into this, where it all began. But you have to ask yourself, what position, like, where did Avenatti come from? And yes, you see right now on my screen, it says he's arrested for domestic violence. That was one of the many crimes he was arrested for. He had bicoastal crime issues, legal issues as well. And I believe now he's banned from practicing law. Probably not permanently, but in certain states. But yeah, he's serving prison time now. He led the charge. I remember, although Kim Fox, state's attorney, earlier this year in 2023, dropped the charges against Mr. Kelly because the feds had picked it up, not only in New York, in Chicago as well, the federal. So you got to ask yourself this: where did he come from? Where? Do your homework on Avenatti. Like I said, I'm gonna do a deep dive, but this is just like a preliminary. I had to come on here to say, like, I wanted to everyone remember this guy. He led the charge, I believe. And where is he now? In prison. And I don't even think he's serving a substantial amount of time. What, probably 10 or 11 years for what he did? He held Nike hostage. Bribery. He was the front runner when Trump was running for president the second term. This was the Democratic Party's choice. He's plugged with a lot of politicians, liberal. Do your homework. Where did it come from? You heard the audio. I've been sitting on this. I'm just sitting back wondering, like, does everyone have like a memory problem? Like, come on now. Some of you probably do remember this. Hopefully most of you do. Also, like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Like, share, subscribe to The Mix. comment below, drop a comment, and share this video. Those who are passing through digitally, hit the subscription bell, notification bell as well. So you'll be in tune with all the videos I drop on my channel. But back to Avenatti. Just do your homework, people. Do your research. But you know what? You don't have to, because I'm going to do it for you. He's a crook. He's an ambulance chaser. He was Stormy Daniels' attorney. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Like, where did he miraculously come from? Why was he so vested and interested in Mr. Kelly, the GOAT of R&B, the musical genius? Why? Connect the dots, people. Connect the dots. Democrat. Yes, I'm calling it that, because he's the front runner until everything started crashing down on him. But I tell you how the energy you put out there comes right back at you. Look at him now. Look at him now. I'm gonna go ahead and come back to you with more commentary, in my opinion, on this, and just do a connect the dots with all of this. He's the one that had the alleged tape as well. How did he's in a whole nother New York? What? I'm confused. I'm lost. Where did he come from? Tell me. And now you see here, his former attorney, R. Kelly's former attorney, Greenberg, I remember he had some words about Avenatti and Kim Fox. I'm going to bring some information to you about that as well. You know, this is a complete just catastrophe. Politics. And like I said to you in my previous videos, with my legal commentary and opinion, it's about what you can prove. I'm not excusing wrongdoing, this and that. I'm not going to say what Mr. Kelly did or not do. As far as my opinion about it, that's a whole nother subject. Meaning that the females that's proclaimed to be victims in this situation, what? They were over 18, to my understanding. I don't get it. How can you be a victim of being in a relationship with someone unless someone is physically like abusing you and harming you? And like I said before, I did not follow the complete trial. And I didn't do that with the Tory Lanez case as well. I didn't follow it like step by step, to the T. I'm more so into the post-trial actions, what happens after the convictions, the motions that are filed, and possible appeals. Although I'm learning that I do have to connect a little bit to what happened at trial in order to better understand the appeal that will be brought before the appeals court, to help better understand that. But nevertheless, Michael, something in the milk ain't clean. Don't y'all see this? In prison. And he led the charge. I am 99.9% sure, if my memory serves me correctly, that this clown, Avenatti, ambulance chaser attorney, we call him ambulance chaser. We call them that. I learned that in legal classes from other attorneys who were not ambulance chasers. And they broke it down as to why they coined people like Avenatti ambulance chasers. Excuse me. They didn't say he was an ambulance chaser, but they gave an example of what ambulance chasers are, and Avenatti, in my opinion, fit that description as an attorney. You just trying to get anything. You're standing outside the courthouse trying to, willing and dealing, shucking and jiving, finessing, seeing if somebody get into an accident. Hey, come hire me. A car bumps someone, they fall out. Oh, I could be your attorney. Ambulance chaser. He laid the charge. He, like I said, if my memory serves me correctly, he the one that had the alleged tape. And he's in a whole nother state, what, California, New York? Like, what? So come on now, everybody. Come on, come on. This is not it. Then after that, I remember, if my memory serves me correctly, State's Attorney Kim Foxx set up a hotline for victims to call in, alleged victims. What? What? I'm just confused. I am so confused. I didn't know that's how it worked. And then also um to use evidence or witnesses from a case that he was acquitted of. Mr. Kelly was acquitted of early 2000s, over a decade and a half ago, in a federal case. That's still questionable, highly questionable from a constitutional law perspective, due process perspective. That's a complete violation, in my opinion. And that's why I state Mr. Kelly has a great chance for a strong appeal. So as long as nobody is being bought behind the scenes. I'm not stating that that's happening, but it's alleged that it could be. So yeah, you heard that clip of Avenatti. That was like I said, NBC News. It's all over Google. It's all over the internet. I don't understand. People memories are just. I know my memory is kind of off sometimes, but wow, I know I didn't forget this. A complete miscarriage of justice against Mr. Robert Kelly. A complete miscarriage of justice. It's about what you can prove. And you can't prove someone or convict someone based off of coloring outside the lines. Go back to my previous videos in my video section, my R. Kelly videos, Tory Lane videos, and you'll get what I'm stating when I say coloring outside the lines. From law enforcement, state's attorneys, DAs, prosecutors from the Fed level, state level, private attorneys, public defenders, all of them, judges, you have to color inside the line. Are errors made? Absolutely. In the course of trial, law, all of that. But these are people's lives, livelihoods. The scale of justice is supposed to be balanced. It's chess, not checkers. In my Nene Leakes voice, you can't win playing dirty. No. No. Everyone must do their part accordingly and correctly, where there's no room for appeals. You can't just throw darts until one stick, although they do, from charges and all. You shouldn't be overzealous from a prosecutorial perspective, but they do. Hence Bill Cosby. Look at his case, overturned. Look how it began. If my memory serves me correctly with that, somebody went to the first district attorney to try to get Mr. Cosby prosecuted. And they were like, well, no, this affidavit, or no, he was under oath in some type of settlement. And we agreed that, meaning the government agreed that they wouldn't prosecute him criminally. So we have to stick by that. That DA, for some reason, in the state of Pennsylvania, I think they elect their district attorneys or something like that. Don't quote me on that, but it's something like that. That particular DA eventually ended up losing office again, or just did not run or something like that. And he ended up, so someone else ended up running and ran on a campaign that they would prosecute Bill Cosby. And that person running for district attorney in Pennsylvania won. And he prosecuted Bill Cosby. It was a complete witch hunt. So that's not how it works. And you see, the Court of Appeals in Pennsylvania agreed with Mr. Bill Cosby's attorneys, Jennifer Bonjean, the appeal attorney, who is also now representing Mr. Robert Kelly. But the courts of appeals in Pennsylvania, the higher courts, agreed that he should not have ever been prosecuted. That's a miscarriage of justice. It wasn't about guilt or innocence. It's like it was about he should never have been prosecuted because there was an agreement on record signed off by a judge. And Mr. Cosby's constitutional rights were violated when he was prosecuted. Amid the agreement that was signed off by a judge in a civil suit. You guys, these could be your relatives. This can be you. This can be me. My apologies for being uber probably passionate about this and kind of like fired up, as my friend would say. Fired up. You fired up, girl. You fired up. But like I stated before, I have a legal background, really more so civil area of law. But I have taken many, criminal courses and trade, intellectual property legal courses and business law, all of that, things of that nature, and constitutional law, criminal law. So I'm very familiar with this. And like I said, look at him in prison. Domestic violence. He had a lot going on. A lot going on. And this is who the Democrats chose to run against Trump. But when all of this happened, he had to bow out. So, and they were stuck with who they were stuck with at that time. And people don't think it's politics. People don't think it's politics. Even R. Kelly's former attorney Greenberg, fired off about this, about Avenatti. And I do not, in my opinion, Greenberg, to me, he didn't, I don't think he had the power and to really navigate this for Mr. Kelly on his behalf. I don't think he was a strong attorney, and I say that respectfully. But hey, you got some strong ones and you got some mediocre ones. Always go for the strong one. Look at Jennifer Bonjean. She's a pit bull in a skirt, and I say that respectfully. Go back to some of my videos, R. Kelly videos, and just listen. But yes, you guys, I'm going to come to you with another update on this, more deeper, a little bit more detailed. And we're gonna go back down memory lane, unfortunately, to say, where did all this begin? Avenatti, Mr. Attorney, Mr. Front Runner for the Democratic Party. All of a sudden, he's in. Oh, R. Kelly. I think some females went to him because he represented Stormy Daniels, I believe so too, against Trump. This was all in that Me Too type of era situation as well. So it was just like pile-ons everywhere. Everybody was. I was like, "Ooh, wow, okay, woo, all righty." But thank you guys for listening to my opinion and commentary on this. Go into my about section of my channel. You'll learn more about my channel, The Mix, and look at the disclaimer as well. And I thank you guys for tuning in to The Mix. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Also, you guys, drop a comment. What are your thoughts on this? Do you remember this? Like Michael Jackson say, do you remember the time? Yeah, do you remember the time Avenatti led the charge? You heard that clip I played. You heard it. Rewind, replay, run that back. It's all over Google. Do your own research. But again, that's what I'm here for. The Mix. Your girl, The Mix, your host, owner, and creator of this channel. But yeah, drop a comment. Do you remember Avenatti? How he led the charge? Mr. Ambulance Chaser? Fraudulent attorney. I'm gonna call him that because he's in prison. His credentials are in the dirt. And if he ever gets past this and 20 years from now be able to practice law again? Whew! Man, please. Or even 10 years from now. Please. Crooked attorney. That's who he was. Drop a comment. Let me know if you remember this. And let me know your thoughts on this. What are your thoughts? What are your opinions? You just heard my opinions and my commentary. But yeah, prayers up to Mr. Robert R. Kelly, the GOAT, the musical genius. Prayers are in order for his appeals attorney, Jennifer Bongine, because this is a machine that she's going up against. Politics, alleged politics. So yeah, let's get the discussion going. Drop a comment. Thank you for tuning in to the mix. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.